Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In the previous video we saw what was machine learning, the introduction to machine learning. We saw the definition with the help of an example and the main reasons why we need to do machine learning and some of its objectives and what machine learning basically comprises of and what you need to have a prerequisite in order to do machine learning. So in today's video, let's see the universe of machine learning, or you can say as a mind map, where you can see different methods and different parts of machine learning. So you can essentially look into machine learning as a big ocean, and as you go deep into this part, it becomes more and more complex and difficult. And so this topmost part is like everyone does, so that's basically not a big challenge. But as you go deep into these methods, it becomes more and more complicated. So let's begin. So machine learning is mainly divided into classical learning, you have reinforcement learning, you have neural networks and deep learning, then you have ensemble methods. So we begin with the classical learning, so that is the most traditional learning, and in that we have two methods. We have supervised as well as unsupervised. So supervised classical learning mainly deals with building a model which uses class labels. So in supervised learning we have two methods. We have classification as well as regression. So in classification we mainly use the KNN algorithm. We have naive Bayes, we have support vector machines, we have decision trees. So these are the most popular methods which are used for classification in machine learning. Then we move on to the regression. So regression is mainly fitting a mathematical model into a curve so that we can do or predict different types of class labels. So regression is mainly of logistic regression. We have linear regression, we have polynomial, then we have ridge regression or lasso regression. We'll see all this in detail in our further videos. Next, we move on to the unsupervised learning. So unsupervised learning is different from supervised in that sense that it does not use a class label. So here we use a class label in order to predict or build a model. Here we don't use any class labels. So unsupervised is divided into clustering, then you have pattern search, then you have dimensionality reduction. So unsupervised clustering mainly has k-means algorithm, so that we mainly used in data mining. So where k is a hyperparameter, that we'll see why we need to use a hyperparameter. So k here means number of clusters that you need to make. And then you have dbScan, that is density based spatial clustering with applications of noise. And then you have agglomerative clustering, you have mean shift clustering, you have fuzzy c means. So in this also, c is just a hyperparameter which defines how much clusters or how you need to cluster those particular data points. Next we move on to the pattern search. So pattern search is mainly of ECLAT. So a priori and FP growth are most major methods used in pattern search. So all have different functionalities and some specific reasons why they are included in pattern search. Next we move on to the dimensionality reduction. So dimensionality reduction is like you have a large data set and you divide that large data set into smaller data sets which represent some kind of data. So dimensionality reduction is mainly employed with the help of TSNE, that is T, distributed stochastic neighborhood embedding. So that is one method which is used for visualization of high dimensional data. Then you have PCA, which is called as the principal component analysis. So in this, high dimensional data sets are divided into smaller data sets which contain the same information as they were in the original data. Next we have the LSA, that is linear semantic analysis. You have something called as SVD, that is singular value decomposition. So in this, what you have, you create or you decompose a matrix into two unitary matrices and one rectangular diagonal matrix of singular values. And then you have linear discriminant analysis. So all these techniques are mainly used in dimensionality reduction. So we talked about this part. Next we move on to the second level, what we can call as a medium difficulty. So that is called as a reinforcement learning. So mainly all the evolutionary algorithms, that is the genetic algorithm, that is we have the non-sorted non-dominated sorted genetic algorithm NSGA2, NSGA3, then you have SPA. All those algorithms are mainly used in this. So this mainly deals with you have a particular population of individuals and then a selection criteria is mainly put on that. Then which individuals who surpass those selection criteria, it will be moved to the next generation. So it's basically just finding the fittest individual from that. Next we have the A3C, that is the asynchronous advantage actor critic. So that is another method which is used in the reinforcement learning. Then we have the state action reward state action SARSA technique. We have the quality learning technique. You have the deep Q network, something called as a DQN. So all these are some kind of model based or model free approaches which are used in reinforcement learning. Next we have the ensemble method. So ensemble methods mainly deals with multiple base classifiers and it tries to predict class level. So mainly a kind of voting scheme or voting mechanism is employed in this. So we have stacking in this. So stacking considers multiple base classifiers, or it can be multiple base regression algorithms, and then it tries to predict the stronger prediction among multiple classifiers. Then you have the bagging. So bagging is mainly used to decrease the variance, and we have the random forest used in this. Next we have the boosting. So boosting is mainly done in order to reduce the bias of the tree. So you have various methods. That is, popular method is called as the AdaBoost. So AdaBoost, CatBoost or XGBoost or even Light BGM is used in boosting. Next we talk about the most complicated part in this, that is the neural networks, or called as the deep learning. So in neural networks we have convolutional neural networks, CNN, or it's called as the deep convolutional neural networks, DCNN. Then you have the recurrent neural networks, RNN, also called as the recurrent, which is used in the deep learning. You have some methods in this, that is liquid state machine, LSM. You have long short term memory, LSTM. You have gated recurrent unit, GRU. Then you have something called as the generative adversarial networks, GAN. Then you have the auto encoders, where you have a series of encoders and decoders in a sequential manner. And so one popular technique is SEQ to SEQ, that is sequence to sequence auto encoder. And finally you have the perceptrons, that is mainly deal with the organic computing, soft computing. We have the multi-layer perceptrons and single layer perceptrons. So well, that was all regarding this big universe of machine learning. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got educated watching this video, please do like, share, comment, and if you want more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.